are you?
So, Lorenzo, what was the thought process for creating Bumblebee? Because I've watched the movie yesterday,
Yes.
and it seems lighter. It seems like, I don't know if you like this word, but it's a kind of teen movie.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure that would be the word I would use, but we had felt like we had really given the audience a particular kind of experience with Michael, and that it was time to do something different. We were actually planning this movie before we made the 5th movie. Okay, so it's been in the works for a while because we knew the audience was going to want something different, you know, and we wanted to do something different. So we think of this as a more emotional story. That's probably the way we would describe it. And it gave us a new challenge.
Is there anyone that can help you? Do you have a family? Oh, who but me?
Yeah, it talks a lot about friendship and courage and
Yes.
finding your own voice.
Yes,
I like that a lot.
very much so. And I think it's interesting for a character who doesn't have a voice to find their voice. And it's another way of saying, find out who you are.
Yeah, of course. And I gotta ask you about the soundtrack. As an 80s child, I was freaking out. The Smiths, Tears for Fears. How did you get all those musics? It was hard. Did you get all the songs you wanted?
Well, you know, no one got all the songs they wanted because everyone had a different opinion, right? And it also depended on how old you were. So I'm older than Travis, so I have a different group of songs that I relate to in the 80s than he does. And so it was actually one of the most fun things I've done in a movie where everybody was arguing about what was the right song. Oh, that song's terrible. I love this song, you know, and so the scene with Bumblebee in a way reflects that when he rejects the Smiths, you know, because he's like, no, I don't like it. And so that was very much the conversation that was going on amongst us all. We didn't expect the audience to love it as much as they do, but they really loved the fact that we took them back to that time frame.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love it.
Take it down!
My back, me!
And what are the plans for Bumblebee? Is this supposed to be like a new franchise or one of those, let's see how this one goes and maybe we'll do another one? Or there's a deal in place for 3 movies, 2 TV shows, a YouTube channel, and a podcast?
Now, you know what? I never really try. I work very hard never to think past the one you're doing because that's usually when you get in trouble. The truth is, if the audience really likes this movie, we will probably make another Bumblebee, you know. As a character and as a time period, it offers a lot of fun for the filmmakers. But the audience really decides that. We don't have a script in the works. We're waiting to see. It is also a reflection of the audience because one of the things that we have been told over the years is that the audience really wanted to spend time with one character and really get to know that character.
This is how we stop them. You've got me. And I'm not going anywhere.
And after doing the Transformers franchise for all these years, after you watch the final product, do your mind still get blown away, or you know what, I've done this, I've seen this, I got it?
You know, you always try to find a new challenge in it, and what I love about this movie is we were able to get a level of emotion that's different than what we've done before, and I think we've told a different kind of story. So the challenge of taking a very core emotional story and yet bringing big action to it was very tricky. So that was, in a way, one of the big challenges that we had, was saying, all right, audience expect a certain level of action. We have to give it to them or else they'll be disappointed. But at the same time, we want to give them something new. And so that challenge is what keeps you going.
You got people out there who need you. This is why you're here, B.
But it does feel like, I don't know how to say that, but it doesn't have a lot of Michael Bay notes, because there's no moon going against a planet and a bunch of frogs. It feels like, whew, I can breathe a little bit here.
Yeah, it's a different, you know, listen, Michael did a fantastic job. We wanted to do something specifically different. It's one of the reasons why we chose less Transformers, because you could really, the dance between them, the fights between them are very specific now. So it distinguishes it, and you know, audiences want something new, and that's a different way of doing it.
All right, I gotta wrap it up here, but the movie was very fun. I love it. Thank you so
glad
much,
you liked
Lorenzo.
it. Appreciate you taking the time. Thank you.